We'll begin now. The participants who will be joining, we can recap that later. So again, a very warm good afternoon to everyone. Hi, my name is Vignesh. I'm director for the Sertronica Group. And first of all, I like to say that I hope everyone is staying safe and at their respective places and fighting this tough time of COVID. All right. So yeah, Sertronica Group is an associate service partner and implementation partner for Dassault Systèmes SolidWorks and technology partner for Siemens Digital Software. So yeah, so let's go to today's agenda: the automation of bill of material with BOM Creator, right? So today we are going to talk about more about the bill of material and its integration part, what we face, the challenges and everything. So let's start from the basics. Why do we need bill of materials? Why do we create bill of materials? We create bill of materials to understand the number of fabrication part, manufacturing parts, bought out item, etc. in any given machine, right? So it actually enables us purchase the items based on their respective lead time, right? We get the details of the weight of different varieties of material being used in our machine. It serves us with an information of what are the parts which are required to be manufactured in-house, what are required to be fabricated outside, etc. So the bill of material becomes a very critical component for any manufacturing industry, right? So we may have different designers and design managers and the HODs from different organizations who are on different 3D CAD platform. Few of us could be on SolidWorks, few of us could be on Solid Edge, few of us could be on Autodesk Inventor or etc. There are a lot of softwares in market available, right? But in any SolidWorks, in any 3D CAD BOM, there are basically three types of bill of material what are available, right? So in SolidWorks, if we talk about SolidWorks, there are three types of bill of material already available as a part of functionality. One is the top level BOM, other is the parts only, and other is the indented BOM, right? So the top level BOM basically serves as an information which gives the details of all the items available in my first level of any given assembly, right? So it has the details of all the items which are available in the first level of the assembly. It could be a part, it could be a sub-assembly, it could be a hardware, it could be anything. Next is the parts only BOM. Parts only BOM is nothing but the complete detail of all the parts, all the SolidWorks parts. So it could be a mix. It's a mixed detail basically. So it has details of parts, hardware, BOP, etc. Third is the SolidWorks indented BOM. SolidWorks indented BOM is nothing but a parent-child BOM, a hierarchical BOM with all the levels and all the details, right? In spite of having these basic BOMs available on already in our 3D CAD system, still we face challenge in a lot of places, right? So what are those? One of the major issue what we see is like we spend too much time in creating and uploading BOMs in our SAP or ERP system, right? So now most of the manufacturing industries, I would say rather in 80% manufacturing industries do have some kind of customized ERP system or SAP system established in place, right? And this ERP system and SAP system basically serves as a purpose of communication between different departments, right? So now designers, what they are supposed to do is they are supposed to prepare BOM and upload them in the SAP or ERP system. So they do it in two ways. Either you type each and every component, each and every entry manually, or what they do is they prepare something in Excel or CSV format and upload it, right? So both being a manual process, right? So it becomes really challenging when I'm handling 3,000, 2,000, 4,000 component machine, right? It becomes really a challenge. Moving further, a chaos what we see because of the wrong BOM. So now when I'm preparing BOMs wrong manually, so there are chances I do mistake, right? And this mistake is not identified during the design phase, but identified during the production or the assembly stage, right? So this mistake gives us, and which eventually causes the project delivery. Next, another challenge is the segregation of parts. So now my bill of material has the mixed details of parts, manufacturing parts, hardware, BOP, etc. So now the initial concern of any production department, right, becomes only the manufacturing parts. And if we talk about the purchase or sourcing department, the initial concern is only the hardware BOP item, right? So now the first thing what they do as soon as they receive the bill of material is this: they segregate, they sit and segregate the information, which is important for them. Again, a time-consuming job, manual job. So this is what we have been talking about: delay of delivery in project. So now every order does have a set delivery date, right? So now if I get an order for a machine, I must deliver it in say 4 months of time or 5 months of time, right? So now what happens is, like, if you do not plan the product as per the respective lead time, with respect to the lead time of the manufacturing component or the purchase lead time of the purchase items, we end up getting our project delayed, right? Another major challenge is the tracking of release of drawings. So now what happens is designers prepare the drawing and release to their respective departments. So now the different department comes back again and again saying that we haven't received the drawing, we do not have it, we missed it. No, to whom did you give? So normally, as a habit, what we do is we maintain some record in our registers or Excel. But sometimes if you miss the entry, the complete track is lost, and we end up re-releasing the same drawing again and again. Another challenge is the actualized costing of project, right? So now, say I get an inquiry from market, I need to submit a quick quotation for a machine model I make, right? So now it becomes a tedious task to make sure we cover all the necessary information required for doing the project, executing the project. If you miss any major cost component, it creates a project cost contingency, right? Another major challenge is the handling of production of multiple machines, right? We often face challenge in managing the project accurately, different projects parallelly and accurately. So understanding this problem, understanding these issues, they came up with a solution called BOM Creator. The BOM Creator basically is an in-house developed tool by our team for the automation purpose. So let's quickly have a look. How does it serve? How it helps you? So hope everyone is able to see my screen, right? So this is the basic interface of our BOM Creator. So now this solution of ours is completely integrated, as I said, to SolidWorks, Solid Edge, and Inventor. So right now we are showing it with your SolidWorks, sorry, and you have all the buttons integrated inside the SolidWorks window, right? So you can quickly access the features out there directly from your SolidWorks window, as well as from the shortcut window, so the way you want. So it can be managed both ways, right? The first option you see in the BOM Creator is the ERP BOM. So now here what we say is basically we can prepare a ready to upload ERP or SAP BOM directly from your 3D CAD system. So here what we do is basically we every SAP or ERP system has their respective format, a respective acceptable format to their ERP SAP system. So here what we ask is you provide us your respective format, we customize and give you an output which can be readily uploaded in your ERP SAP system. Next is the design BOM. Design BOM is nothing but an enhanced version of our SolidWorks intended BOM. It gives you a level by level detail with complete machine summary. So now when I talk about machine summary, it's the complete composition. So now I have different grades of material being used in my machine. So say my machine is a 25 ton machine. So I want to know what are the different grades which makes it 25 ton, right? So when I say 10 ton of stainless steel 304 and say 5 ton of plain carbon steel, etc. So it gives the complete composition there. Next is something called part list. Basically, this is basically a segregation wherein you can identify only the manufacturing parts and get a report. Next is the bought out list. So again, this is for if you want to segregate, so you want to identify what are my BOP items or hardware items. With a click, you can generate this report. And any other further type which you need as a segregated report, that can be customized out there, right? So this can be done basically, and as per your requirement, we can customize it and give it to you. So let me take you to the SolidWorks window. So here, I'll go and I click on ERP BOM. So as soon as I click on it, it prepares an Excel report and gives me an information on complete detail, right? So further, here what we have given is basically, so this report can be customized, as I said, as per your requirement, as per the information required, and completely uploaded in your SAP or ERP system. So moving further, we have second option. Meanwhile, the report is being created, we can just look at the other features, right? Here, I can just say I want to create a design BOM. I say okay. So as soon as I click it, so again, an Excel report will be populated. So there you go, right? So Excel report with complete level by level detail. As I said, it's an enhanced version of SolidWorks generated BOM, right? So it covers your complete information. It gives you the details of the first level, then the level by level detail, and with the respective composition. This is what I've been talking about, the composition part, right? So now this machine has stainless. These are the different grades of material being used in this machine, and these are their respective weights, right? So now during the design phase, I can immediately start my planning process, right? So now with this report, I can add it. I can share it with the purchase department or the production department for the planning activity. So now we need not wait for the drawings to be released. So you can do it as soon as your 3D CAD model is ready, right? And another interesting feature is like if you want to create, if you want to add some images to your BOM, that can also be done. So now if you want to create a BOM with a pictorial image of the machine or the respective component, that can also be done. So now here you can create a BOM with respective images of the item, right? So this actually gives us the information of the what is the part, how does it look like, so that information can also become. So it's completely of your choice. If you want to put some images, you can put. If you do not want to put it, you need not put them, right? So say I want to have a part list, part BOM, right? I want to identify the manufacturing parts in this machine. So again, I can click and another report. It gives me a segregated report of only the manufacturing parts. So now my segregation headache, everything. So now I can make sure I do not have any wrong information in place because everything is being directly generated out of my 3D CAD system, right? So if I made my 3D correct, I'll get the right information as an output, right? So now in anything else you want to say, you want to filter, say you want to segregate like sheet metal parts, you want to segregate the machine components, that completely can be customized as per your requirement. So there you go. That's the part list. You can say this is a part wise bill of material. So details of only the manufacturing parts, nothing more than that. And all the reports will have the material summary. So this actually helps us in our planning and production and planning activity. So you can create it with complete ease. Going further, we see that there's something called priority part list. So now what is this priority? what we understand is like every manufacturing component does have its manufacturing lead time. So now what do I mean by manufacturing lead time? So now if I release a drawing today, so there is a possibility it could be manufactured say in 3 days of time. There is a component which could be made in say 5 days of time. There is a component which could be made in say 15 days of time. So every manufacturing component has its own lead time from the date of release, right? So now here what we are giving you is we are giving you a provision wherein you can categorize your manufacturing parts based on your priority. So items taking higher lead time would be part of my high priority part list. The items taking average lead time would be part of a medium priority list. Items taking minimum manufacturing lead time would be part of my low priority part list. So this helps me understand the process as well as the time required for getting this manufactured, and I can just quickly go and click and create this report and start my planning again. This expedites my complete planning process. So I can go here. Again, I say I want to create a high priority BOM, so I can just click, say OK. And again, I get a report with complete information of like which these are the items which are required to be considered first for the fabrication. And these are the items which are required to be considered next for the fabrication. Right. So all the reports are being created in a click, and all the reports can be created in Excel or any other format you need. And all the fields, as I said, is again customizable. So the fields, the outputs, what you want to see is completely customizable. So it's a completely tailor-made solution for you. So there you go. That's the list, high priority list. Right. So now this is the priority item, and this shows me what is the only the priority items. So I can now, as I said, we are automating the process. We are expediting the complete manufacturing cycle, right? Moving further, similarly, we can create these kind of priority list for bought out or hardware items. Like say, if I order my pneumatic cylinder today, it can be delivered in say 3 weeks of time or 4 weeks of time, right? Solenoid valve, it could be delivered in say 3 days of time. Bolt nut, it can be delivered in 1 day of time, right? So everything has its own again lead time. So again, for the hardware and bought out also, we can create a similar list. So this helps me again in the complete manufacturing process. Going further, talking about the issue details or the drawing tracking details. So here the tracking has eased, it has been made with more ease. So now with respective departments, you can track to which department you have released, to whom you have given, on which date you have released, right? So this helps you complete track there. So right, there could be different departments you want to add. We have put a production, purchase, and quality department. If you feel any other department is required to be incorporated here, that can also be done. Okay. So now if I want to see what are the parts which have been issued to production, or say I want to know which have been issued to production, so I can just quickly go click there. So again, a report with all the respective information comes in, and I say, as soon as I click on it, so it gives me the information of the issued to production details, right? So these are the parts. So what was my previous issue? What is my new issue? Every detail is available out there, right? So now you need not re-release the same drawing again and again to the same department. As I said, you can create these reports with images or without images as per your choice. Similarly, I want to know what are the parts which have been issued to quality, right? So again, I will say QA and say save. And this report is populated and gives me the detail of the drawings which have been issued to quality, right? So what are the parts which have been issued to quality department? Issued to quality, right? So any other department you want to customize, that can be done with a click. You could see there's another option which says issue details none, right? So now say we all designers do not release all the drawings in a single go. We sometimes release certain set of drawings partially, we release the drawings, and later we release the further drawings, right? So at one stage we are in a dilemma that what are the drawings which you have released and which we haven't released. So with a click you can generate a report which will give you information what are the parts, what are the assemblies you have not released yet. And with this click you can create a report helping you understand the drawings which have not released, and you will be releasing only those drawings which you haven't released yet. Okay. Next is the basic segregation of the fabrication place items. If you want to understand what are required to be in-house manufactured, what are required to be outsourced, right? So all those information can be segregated out there with a click. One of most interesting and the decorative feature of us is the project costing, right? So this feature basically helps you cover all the information for which is required for doing my project costing, right? So now we have an inquiry coming in and we will need to submit a quick quotation, right? So now with this feature we can actually calculate the project cost with considering all the necessary parameters. Okay, so now let's say our project is majorly driven by 4-5 major parameters. One is the fabrication cost, engineering cost, packing cost, transportation, hardware bought out, consumable items, etc. Right? So now if any other major component which is missing out there can be customized again as per your requirement, as your necessary parameter, right? So now this helps you consider all the necessary parameters out there. So now when I say I just need to go and open my assembly. So as soon as I click on that, I can just quickly get a detail of what are the material with the respective weight. And as the user, I need to put my per kg cost to my company. So what do I mean by per kg cost? So now, there's a stainless steel material being used in our machine, right? So SS304, right? So let's say I write it as a 350 rupees a kilo. So what does that 350 rupees a kilo mean? So that includes my material cost, labor cost, my handling charges, my pickling passivation, my operations, etc. All the information, and even includes my little bit of my margin, right? So this is a lump sum cost to my organization. Similarly, if I talk plain carbon steel, so it's a 130 rupees. Let's say it's a 130 rupees a kilo, right? So again, it includes my material, fabrication, overall operations, etc. Right? So there you go. So here you see these are the different grades of material being used with the respective weight. So for SS304, I put 350 rupees a kilo. Okay. So every industry will have a different industry specific cost. Okay. I'll just say 100. PET I say 70. Plain carbon steel I say 130 rupees. Castella I say 110. PTFE I say 100. Black Arion I say 70. So these are the random prices I'm putting. So these are not the actual cost. So I'm just putting a random price out there, right? So I say aluminum coil 200 rupees a kilo, right? So next I go to the engineering. So let's say I have my design engineering happening out there, right? So this will take say 150 hours to complete this complete job, and my per hour cost to my company is, let's say, 250 rupees an hour, right? So every engineer, every person sitting out there has some head cost, right? So I'm just considering that cost. Let's say there's structural engineering happening out there in this project. I'll say it's a 25-hour job and it'll cost me say 350 rupees an hour, right? So I can make sure I'm considering all the necessary parameters out there for each department. Next, let's say packing. So we have two types of packing. For domestic orders, we do a roadworthy packing. For international orders, we do a seaworthy packing out there, right? So now let's say we are doing a roadworthy packing out there. So let's say the box length is 100 by 100 by say 50, and I need say 2 numbers of boxes. And now what the packing is normally calculated per cubic feet, right? So let's say I need a cost per cubic feet. So normally roadworthy packing has say it's being charged from 22 rupees per cubic feet to 30 rupees cubic feet per cubic feet. So I'll just say 25 rupees out there, right? Next is the transportation. So I need a 40 feet truck, and I say one number of vehicle, and one vehicle will cost me 1,20,000. Okay, and I'll say create report. So as soon as I click on create report, I get an Excel report populated with complete information of the cost of individual parameter which we considered. There you go. So this is my complete fabrication cost. This is the finished weight cost to my machine This is my engineering cost. That's my packing cost. That's my transportation cost, and this is my complete project cost. So now I made sure I've considered all the necessary parameters and I've got my complete cost. So this costing tool can also be used post execution of project, right? So this gives you the complete information, and you can calculate your budget if you are rightly in budget or not. This information completely tracked out there. Next, another interesting and one of the favorite features of mine, the comparison of machines. So now why it's favorite? So now every manufacturing industry, so let's say we are into packaging, or we are into say SPM manufacturers, we are SPM manufacturers. So now we have different models of machines which we work on, right? When I say model, say I could have a 15-20 models of machines which I'm making in day-to-day base, right? And each model has say 3 to 4 variants of each machine, right? So now what does this feature help you in? So now say I have a machine, say model, I have a model A, and it has a 3 variant B, C, and D, right? And there's the and most of the times what happens is like in different models, what we say is there are certain set of components which are common, right? So it could be a manufacturing part or hardware or BOP, anything. It could be anything which are common, right? But while doing this fabrication and costing, or while doing this production activity or planning activity, we plan all the machines different, wherein we tend to lose a lot of material scrap out there. So now this feature will help you compare different variants of machine and help you identify what are the parts which are in common, what are the parts which are unique, right? So what you need to do is basically you just need to go and browse the particular machine, and you can compare maximum of 5 machines at a time, and you can identify the details of common and unique components. So you will get to know what are my common parts, what are my common hardware, what are my common BOP items, etc. Right? So now how will this help me? So now for the common components, I would require to release only drawings once. I need not release them again and again. And this report will have the information that how many component has to be manufactured, total components, and what are the required quantity that has to be assembled in the respective machine, right? So now once I get this report, so now I can plan all the components, all the similar components together in a single lot, bringing in a lot of material scrap. And second, say there are bought out on hardware items, right? So if I order say 100 bolt nut together, I get at some cost. But when I order say 1,000 or 2,000 together, I tend to get a volume cost benefit to my organization. So this comparison actually helps me save a lot of material, my time, my paper, and my energy and everything. And of course, the errors. So here there's the progress bar, which gives you the information how much part has been opened or how much it has read the information. So this progress bar helps you understand everything out there. So as soon as this is done, I can just quickly go and say compare parts. So as soon as I click on it, I get a report of the common and the unique components. So now this is the report. So these are the two machines I compared, and these are the details of common as well as unique. So these are the part numbers. This is the description, and say this is the quantity in machine 1, quantity in machine 2, and quantity total quantity. So now production gets an understanding that they have to manufacture these many components of these parts, and they have to respectively assemble the respective parts in their respective machine, right? Similarly, I'll say I want to identify the common hardwares. I can again get a report with the information of the common hardware and the common and the unique hardware, right? So these are the common and the unique quantity, right? So now my process, everything work has been expedited, errors have been reduced considerably, right? I tend to save a lot of material to my organization, and that money and time is basically a money, which is a huge saving. So let's go back here to the presentation slide. So now with BOM Creator, designers can create complete BOM part list, bought out list with more ease. Now we need not wait for a long time for uploading in BOMs in the ERP or SAP system. With a click, you can generate a report and upload them. Design BOM gives you the complete detailed summary, everything in the complete report. With priority list, you can do a right planning with respect to the actual lead time, which will again help you save a lot of time and helping avoid project delays. Now tracking of drawings have been simplified within a click. So now fabrication, the basic segregation, right? I want to find what are required to be fabricated in house, what are required to be outsourced, everything with a click of report. Generate accurate fabrication cost, the actual fabrication cost, and managing of multiple machines have been really further simplified. The key benefits are like the error-free BOMs, expediting time saving, tracking, calculation, managing, etc. So this is an add-on which works with SolidWorks, Solid Edge, and Autodesk Inventor. It generates reports in Microsoft Excel or any other required format you need. All the fields can be customized as per your requirement. So these are the 3 product modules we have. BOM Creator Lite, Advanced, and Premium. BOM Creator Lite covers the information of design BOM, ERP BOM, part list, segregated part list, bought out list, priority list. Advanced will have all the features of Lite with the drawing tracking details, fabrication pace, project costing. Premium will have the features of Lite and Advanced plus the comparison of machines. So this is a standalone license, which as I said, it works along with the 3D CAD system. So you need a fully functional SolidWorks installed on your machine, or Solid Edge or Inventor. So it will work only machine with SolidWorks, Solid Edge, or Inventor. And the licenses are term license, and you have to require to mandatorily renew it every year. Few of our privileged customers who have been using this solution of ours for more than a year now. So here are the contact details. So now if you have any queries, please drop it on your chat box. We can answer those right now. So we have a few questions out there already. Is it possible to show any example with using Solid Edge? Yes, I can show you some example, and yes, it does. Yeah. So does this information like SAP codes, in-house fabrication, etc., need to be inside the Solid Edge part detail? Yes, Mr. Nitin, yes, you are correct. We'll have the information. We need to have the information inside the 3D CAD part or assembly. So with which we can read it using that information. So we read the 3D CAD model, right? So we'll give you the provision wherein you can put all those required information which you need to connect to your SAP system. And with that, we can create the output and upload it in the SAP system. So Mr. Anuj has asked me like how we can connect to this software SAP system. So basically, yeah. So the answer is same. So we get the complete template. Your SAP system may have a template with which can be uploaded in your SAP system. So we customize a software or the functionalities in such a way that you can upload it directly. Hope I have answered right. Okay, great. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll show you something with Solid Edge if you want. Let me see if I can show you. So we have a Solid Edge right now, 2020 version. So let me see. So if meanwhile the software is being launched, you can ask if there's any other question. Please go ahead and ask. We can take your queries. Any questions? Any suggestions you want to put in? You want to give us? Which we may improve in our software or solution. Please let us know. No, sir. No, sir. It is not available for CATIA right now. It is available only for SolidWorks, Solid Edge, and Autodesk Inventor. I hope this software could be useful of most of your industries. You might have felt the challenge in day-to-day working activity, right? So this will completely help you eradicate your day-to-day issues, which we normally live with, right? Let me just quickly show you the icon out there. So that's our BOM creator icon, and here you have all the information integrated out there, right? I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Nitin. Right, so it is completely integrated to all the three solutions. So it's completely integrated, as I said, right? So you can generate reports out from here also. Any more questions? Yes. Okay, I'll show you. So here you can fill the details out there. So if I click on the property, yeah, So this is the property window which you have which can customize as per your requirement, and here you can put in all the information, right? The material weight, etc. Whatever the information which could be picked up automatically can be written in. So there's a custom dialog, right? So this comes out from here. If I click on this, so this window comes in, I can put my required information and I can save it. Right? I hope I've answered your question. Absolutely. This is custom through BOM Creator. So this is customization would be done by us for your as per your industry requirement. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, so if you have any further questions, queries, you can please get in touch with our partner who would be able to assist you on this subject. So there are the contact details for your reference, right? So you can get in touch with them. So you can contact them, right? So they will be able to help you. Or and we will be sharing the people who have missed this session will be sharing the recording of the same session. And in any case, if you have any question, any queries, you can please get in touch with us. So I would like to thank everyone again for sparing your valuable time and attending this session. Thank you very much. Please stay safe. Thank you. Have a good day.